lunch. Okay, can you put the lid on for mommy? Oh, mommy.
Thank you guys so much.
Come on, guys. Come on. Get going.
And you can see that this is partly a race. And now Conti and Fiona each have a watermelon. Bicho found one and he got, that looks like cream cheese that they're sealed with. The melons have been hollowed out partially and filled with treats. And Katie? If any of you have Buster cubes for your dogs, this is somewhat the same idea, except the hole is so large the wolves can't stick their muzzles in and just eat the treats without having to roll the melons around, but some wolves do. And of course, this involves mostly eating and getting the lids off the watermelons. These seem to be very popular watermelons. I will be interested to see if they leave the peanut butter. I'm not sure they can leave the peanut butter. It tends to get all over everything. So does the cream cheese. But they are primarily carnivores. But even in the wild, wolves will sometimes try other things. On Isle Royal, one of our national parks, which has had wolves for over 50 years, and unfortunately this population of wolves has gotten so inbred that it is apparently right on the verge of extinction. There will probably be no more wolves on Isle Royal in another few years, unless, as they did over 50 years ago, more wolves come in from Canada across an ice bridge. Isle Royal is an island in the waters of Lake Superior, and so possibly a new population of wolves might eventually establish themselves there. But the wolves on Isle Royal, at least the pack that has this apple orchard in their territory, have an apple festival when the apples are ripe enough to fall off the trees. Isle Royal wasn't always a national park. It used to have a small mining and fishing industry. People lived on the island year-round, and somebody planted an apple orchard. Some of our wolves have been fond of apples. Some of them have also been very fond of strawberries. So they can form a liking for the sweeter kinds of fruits and vegetables. Okay, Katie.
I will explain more about common.
the watermelon. Bison in the wild live in kind of two separate herds. There'll be a boys herd and a girls herd. So all the females will live together and all the males will live together, and then once a year they get together. Around here at Wolf Park we usually have a mixed herd. This is mostly a group of girls, but we do have some younger boys in here. There is one calf living over on the other side of this fence. Once you walk around the corral you may see the little one. Dana is also going to drop all the moons off with the other half of the herd. As you can see, we're feeding our bison something a little different than the wolves. They really don't want to be eating salmon, venison style. Neither do I, frankly. They are getting a mix of apples and sweet feed and a lot of watermelon because they actually like the watermelon. And as you can see, this looks pretty popular with them. I just saw somebody getting frisky and kicking up her heels. They are arguing over that watermelon at the moment. One of the cows has claimed it. Bison don't share very well.
You're very precious.
We have to work really hard to it is scary, I want nothing to do with it. And so they didn't want it, even though it had food in it.
Oh well.
As you can see, coyotes are still pretty strong. Watermelon closed with cream cheese this year, and I think Willow is still trying to figure out what to do about it. Usually all she has to do is roll it, the treats fall out. Normally she tips it off the platform to get the treats out, but she's busy eating them, so.
I know.
Twister politely guarding from Dana. She's just kind of frantically licking her, saying, please leave me alone. Thank you, that's my watermelon. Even if I can't figure out what to do with it. Twister is just busily eating the treats as fast as he possibly can before Will starts bothering him. Oh, I just forgot to say, yeah, she gets so upset that was close to her. Twister will lose that watermelon, and then Twister will come around and eat the one that Willow didn't want. Oh, she's got to be on that one first. Is there anything anyone wants to know about coyotes while Twister's still trying to figure out his watermelon? Any questions? She's all set on the platform. She knows the drill. Yay, there's a watermelon! Thanks! I'll come up here for a while. I figure out to get in it. She might pee on it too.
Good job. Go get it, big girl.
Watermelons are complicated, apparently. There we go. Oh, big mouth. Ayla's going for the wrong end. Oh, she found the lid. This is very disappointing so far. There's some treats. As you saw, wolves have very big jaws. We have had several wolves that can wrap their mouths around those watermelons and walk off with them. camouflage in the wild. Down at Fiona, our black cannonball, which is pretty common in eastern regions in all populations. Train our wolves to a variety of behaviors, so they are getting physical with us. Sometimes we can say,
Come on out. Come on out. Treats. What treats? Treats.
Pretty much, if you want a fox with really big ears, you need to go look giant foxes. There will be a lot of black meat. So whenever they take walks on leashes, where the wolves walk by on their leashes, each few run up to the fence and squeak and whine and wag their tails. And they're so excited to get to look at these pretty foxes. And the wolves look at them like they're the little dirt. We don't want our foxes to be.
Don't get excited about the egg. Baby.
Give them so much food. It's like,
That's fair.